In a quiet village ringed by golden wheat and whispering trees, the nights fell soft and cool. Children leaned from windows to watch fireflies drift like tiny lanterns. They believed the lights were little guardians of the dark. Among them was Lumo, small and gentle, whose glow was faint and often flickered like a candle about to fade. He wished to shine like the others, yet he carried a kindness that steadied him. He was always the first to comfort a friend or guide a lost one home. Not far away lived Arin, a good-hearted boy who often kept to himself. He watched other children race across the fields and felt the gap between them and his quiet world. One night, while Arin whispered stories to the stars, a faint glow hovered at his window. Lumo had drifted from the dancing swarm and settled on the sill. "Hello there," Arin murmured. "Your light is small, but I like it." Though they couldn't share words, something gentle passed between them. Lumo climbed into Arin's cupped hands, and from that night they became companions. Arin less lonely, Lumo less unsure. Days slipped by. Arin's smile returned, and laughter slowly found him. One evening in the village square, children spotted the tiny glow circling Arin's shoulder. "His light is so weak," someone giggled. Arin's face softened, but before he could answer, Lumo brightened. Just a little, just enough. The giggles eased into wonder. Lumo settled on a child's finger, then another's, and the circle around Arin widened. For the first time, he wasn't standing at the edge looking in. Peace didn't last every night. A storm rolled over the hills, heavy with rain and thunder. Lanterns were doused, doors latched, windows rattled. Far from home, a little girl named Naya had wandered too long among the flowers and lost her way near the forest's edge. Her cries were thin against the roar. High above the trees, Lumo heard the faint sobs. He raced to Arin's window, flashing urgently, brighter than he had ever dared. Arin woke, grabbed his lantern, and followed the flicker into the rain. Through puddles and wind, Lumo led and Arin ran until the sobbing rose clear. Beneath a bent tree, they found Naya, shivering and scared. "It's all right," Arin said, wrapping his arms around her. With Lumo's glow threading through the dark, they made their way home. The villagers praised Arin's courage, but he pointed to the tiny firefly. "I couldn't have found her without Lumo." From then on, no one mocked his dim light. They spoke of it as a beacon that had cut through a storm. Seasons turned. At the harvest festival, lanterns swung between branches and music drifted across the square. Arin stood among friends now, Lumo resting lightly on his hand. Naya waved from her mother's side. Amid the joy, Arin noticed faces at the edges. A shy child skirting the games, an old man sitting alone, a stray dog nosing for scraps. "No one should feel left out," he whispered later. Lumo answered with a soft pulse. Winter came, long and silver. Word spread that a family's father had fallen ill. Their home couldn't keep out the cold. Arin went door to door, asking if anyone could spare a little. Wood, bread, a blanket. People hesitated, then, seeing the small firefly hovering steady beside him, offered what they could. "That little light reminds us of hope," one woman said, handing over a jar of soup. Arin and Lumo delivered the gifts. Warmth returned to that home, and something warmer still spread through the village. Folks began to look around and notice. The widow with heavy baskets, the elder at the fountain, the dog by the fields. Small acts kindled other small acts, and Lumo's glow seemed steadier, fed by every kindness shared. In spring, the wind rose for days, restless and sharp. A storm snapped branches and by nightfall, the bridge to the next town collapsed. The village fretted. That bridge brought traders and healers. Then news came. An old woman beyond the forest needed medicine only the next town could send. There was a hidden trail through the woods, but few dared the night. Arin stepped forward. "I will go," he said quietly. "Lumo will guide me." They entered the forest as the wind fell to whispers. Shadows crowded the path. Sometimes the trail vanished beneath leaves. Sometimes the trees bent low and the dark thickened. Each time Arin faltered, Lumo darted ahead, a small constant star drawing a thin line through the black. At last they found the hidden trail. In the next town, Arin delivered the message. The healer promised to come with the dawn. Arin and Lumo started home. When morning broke, villagers saw them returning. Arin dusty and tired, Lumo's glow pale but steady, like the first light at the edge of day. The healer crossed soon after, and the old woman received care. People spoke of bravery, but Arin answered as he always did. "It wasn't me alone." Lumo hovered by his shoulder, flickering as if in agreement. Years moved on. Arin grew taller, his voice deeper, yet his gentleness didn't change. Children who once watched from windows now told younger ones the story of the boy and the firefly. When fear pressed close or storms gathered, someone would whisper, "Remember, even the faintest light can guide you." Lumo never became the brightest firefly. He became something better, the warmest. His light was steady and patient, carrying the glow of every kind deed and every brave step taken in the dark. So the little village remained a place where laughter and care grew side by side. And on quiet nights, when stars trembled over the fields, a soft glow could be seen drifting along the lanes. Some said it was only a firefly. The children smiled and knew better. "That's Lumo," they'd whisper. "Still helping, still shining."